I did think that my prediction was that this was going to go to decision, but I was leaning towards Marvin. I thought that his striking has been improving, and I really did think that his grappling was going to be kind of the difference maker. If you know anything about his record, he only really loses to the elite of the elite, and he has 9 submissions on his record, I believe. So I thought that he was going to utilize that, and I found it to be very interesting that he didn't. He basically just stood there in front of Jared the entire time. Cannonier is another one of those guys that seems to just lose to the best of the best. The Izzy fight, Marvin facing Izzy twice. And I don't like to say gatekeeper in a negative way because I think a gatekeeper is an important role. I think it's like these guys kind of drift around the top 5 and it's hard to get past them, but they get stumped by the absolute top of the food chain, such as Whitaker and Izzy. That's not to say they couldn't eventually fight for the belt again, but I don't see them beating either one of them beating the champ. So I was a little excited for this fight. I wasn't going to miss it. I never miss a Marvin fight, and I never miss a Jared fight, but I wasn't like overly excited about either of these guys' style. That being said, it was a great fight. I did think it was going to go to decision. I just thought Marvin's grappling was going to come into play, especially in the later rounds, and for whatever reason, that's not how it played out. You guys know, especially if you listen to Chael's podcast, pretty much it doesn't matter if you're an expert voice in this or not. You never know how fighting is going to go. You just never know, and that's why we love the sport. But right off the bat, watching that first round, it was fireworks right off the bat, and Jared got rocked twice in the first round. Marvin was putting the pressure on, and I thought Jared came out with a really good game plan because he was standing southpaw and he was kicking that lead leg of Vettori, obviously to slow him down from the pressure because Marvin's always pressing forward. It didn't work, and I thought this was an interesting development because you saw in this fight Jared, his ability to adjust during the fight. You know, his defense was not there and he kept getting clipped. That's how he got rocked twice, was in southpaw in the first round, and he was able to switch it up, whereas Vettori, it's like he kind of just commits to his game plan and that's that. There was virtually no head movement from him, and he did have his moments. He got his licks in, no doubt, but at the same time, it's like at this high of a level, if you can't adjust, if you have a game plan and you come out and you realize it's not going to go according to plan, you got to be able to adjust, right? And it seemed like Marvin did not have that ability whatsoever. So I believe Jared reached he broke the record in the middleweight division for significant strikes at, I want to say 249. So crazy that there wasn't a single knockdown. I saw people saying fight of the year. I think that's just like recency bias. I don't see that as fight of the year at all. There wasn't even a single knockdown. No one really got too close to being finished. That being said, it was a great fight.